What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. And y'all gotta forgive me because I'm in the car right now if y'all hear background music or sounds. But look, we gonna talk about a Baltimore street legend, man. Like, he ain't a legend for good, you feel me? I ain't even gonna say that, and I ain't glorifying the situation. But we gonna talk about a West Baltimore native named Itchy Man. Now, Itchy Man basically was I can't even say he was a hustler. You see what I'm saying? Well, I can say he was a hustler. He was a stick-up kid. So he robbed the hustlers. So that's a hustle if you think about it. Anytime somebody was getting money on the block, Itchy Man really had that get down or lay down mentality. You see what I'm saying? Like, he'd come to him like, hey, let me get some of that. If they ain't want to give it up, then he was going to hit him up. That's just what type of dude he was. You know, he come from the Murphy Homes projects. If y'all know about The Wire, that's where The Wire was filmed at. That's what The Wire was based on. The real Wire story, I did that video. If y'all want to watch that, you can go back and look at that, man. But it's a lot of infamous figures that come from that project. You know, they got the high risers, then they had the low risers. You see what I'm saying? So it was kind of like two projects in one, but it's all Murphy Homes. Now, Murphy Homes, the high risers got tore down. You feel me? Like in the early 2000s. But Itchy Man, basically, you know, he was just a Baltimore native out here trying to get money, trying to survive in the Baltimore streets. It's alleged that Itchy Man had over 12 attempt murders and 2 murders, and they couldn't catch him. You know what I mean? He was like the gingerbread man. Every time he got caught, he never got convicted. You know, it's even said that Itchy Man had 2 bodies in the same night. He hit somebody up the street, went down the street and hit somebody else. You know, it's saying that Itchy Man hit somebody with a sawed-off shotgun. He also had a lot of alleged abuse charges on his baby mom. You know, it seemed like they got into it a lot. And you know, I guess he was putting hands on her. You see what I'm saying? Now, Itchy Man legend grew when he was running from the police in West Baltimore, the Murphy Homes projects. As y'all can remember, I stated it was high risers. It was like 50 federal agents out there, and they couldn't catch him. Rumors had it that he ran all the way up to the 14th floor, and he went through house after house until he got in like a garbage chute or something like that, and the police just couldn't catch him. So, you know, anytime in the hood when somebody do something like that and get away from 50 federal agents, they legend go up. Everybody like, man, that boy Itchy, man, he untouchable. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Itchy Man is just like a story about how it is growing up in the inner city and being from the ghettos of not just Baltimore, America. You become like this heartless monster. You start feeling so betrayed by the system, so betrayed by the world we growing up in, where you feel like, man, I'm living in a project, my family's starving, ain't nobody eating, can't get no job, I got all these charges on me, so I'm gonna go out here and get it how I live. Now, Itchy Man lawyer was said to say that the police was just targeting Itchy Man because he made them look stupid, and he also was doing other things that make them seem like they weren't doing their job. Excuse me. So his attorney basically was saying he wasn't actually doing all this stuff they say he was doing. She was like, ain't no way that he could do all this and still be on the streets. So, you know, he got his legend and his name Itchy Man due to his itchy trigger finger. You see what I'm saying? And when I talk about this story, it let me know that real killers, real gangsters, not the glorified, but they ain't always gangster. It ain't always what it appear to be. Because I actually was locked up with Itchy Man for a brief period of time in Hagerstown. And he was the type of dude, he used to smile, he used to joke, he used to laugh. He didn't really take things too serious. When you had other dudes up there grilling on everybody, acting all tough, acting all serious, and they weren't about nothing. You see what I'm saying? So all that rah-rah and all that tough talk, it don't really mean nothing at the end of the day. It's about how you carry yourself and what you do. So basically, Itchy Man kept beating the feds. He kept beating the police. Every time they brought him to court, it was a mistrial. A lot of people say it was witness intimidation. You know, he wasn't really part of no group. He had a few homeboys. They did licks together. They went on stings together, and they was just trying to get money. Like I say, getting drug dealers. If you had it, they was coming for it. Everybody knew Itchy Man MO, so everybody got out of his way when he was coming. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like at this point in the inner cities, I don't judge people for what they do, but I do feel like we gotta open our minds to bigger things. Cause I feel like Itchy Man with that go-getter mentality, with that fearless mentality, he could have been anything he wanted to be. But now he got life in prison. Because when you do all this, of course they gonna get you. You're not gonna be able to keep doing stuff. It's gonna be something petty that they get you for, and they gonna hit you for everything else that you beat them on. So that's pretty much the story with Itchy Man. That's what happened. He beat so many attempted murders and so many murders that when they finally did get him, when he got older and he got a little more sloppier, they went ahead and laid him down. So he behind bars for the rest of his life. He left kids out here, so now they gotta grow up without a father, so the cycle continues. So now his son or his daughter might think of their father like a legend, because people gonna talk about him like, yeah, your father used to do this, he used to do that, so they gonna try to follow in them footsteps. A lot of his charges got dropped, like I said, so we can't really say, oh, he did 12 hits or 14 hits, because in my opinion, if the charges got dropped, it's innocent until proven guilty. That's what they say. So I'm not gonna count what they say he did. I know he got charged and got life for another body though, so I guess we could count that, man. But like I said, I ain't glorifying Itchy Man. It's really a sad situation when you think about it, because at the end of the day, there's so many young dudes out here that want more for themselves, but they don't know no other way to get it. And when you growing up in them trenches, I'm talking about the real trenches. I ain't talking about no hood that people trying to make a hood that's a good neighborhood with nice houses. I'm talking about projects, vials on the ground, pee in the hallways, nobody eating. You see what I'm saying? You eating bread and noodles at night. It's a certain urge to make you want to get up and go do something. Whether that's hustle, whether that's rob, whatever you got to do to feed your family. And we can't judge people for that. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I always ask people that was born in better situations, what would you do if you was in this environment? What would you do if you was in Itchy Man's shoes? You can't say what you would do until that situation present itself in your life. You can't never judge people. I actually talked to bro before. Not long. I ain't gonna say and act like this was my best friend or my homeboy. But like I say, we was locked up together. My cousin knew him. We had a conversation. And he was a cool dude. He actually had a good head on his shoulders. People try to paint him out to be this monster, but it wasn't even nothing like that. So, man, that's just the story, man. As I always say, that's the Baltimore way. Sad situation. Itchy Man got life. Unfortunately, he probably never touched the streets again. You know what I mean? Unless he filed an appeal or something like this. I'm not sure if the police really was just trying to get him, or he did all this stuff alleged. I did hear some things on the street that I'm not gonna say in this video because it ain't for this, it ain't for YouTube. You feel me? But man, if everything that he was doing was real, Itchy Man was a true definition of a savage. You see what I'm saying? And he ain't have no picks. What I mean by that, he ain't care who you was. But leave your comments about this situation. This another episode of the Baltimore Way. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Love y'all, fam. I'm out.